Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I dyed my hair this lovely ash blonde and brown, stay tuned. So this is one of my old wigs, and this hair is of course by Success by Hair, my hair company. But I just decided to take one of my old wigs and revamp it. First thing I'm going to do is brush the hair out to make sure there's no tangles. And then what I'm actually going to do is section off the hair so that I have about 4 parts. So the first part will be the closure, and then the other 3 parts will be the bundles. Now this is 30 inches, and I believe it is 4 bundles and a 5x5 closure. I just want to state before we start this, I'm not a hairstylist. I don't have a cosmetology license, but I'm experimenting and I am trying new things with my hair. So I just wanted to show you guys how I achieved this look. I just want to show you guys how I section it off. It just makes it easier for me once I bleach the hair and then once I dye it. So this is how I sectioned everything off into 4 pieces. You can do 3 if you have maybe 3 bundles in a closure, but because I have 4, I decided to do 4 sections. So these are the items that I'm originally going to start off with. I will post everything later in the video, but to start off, I'm going to be using BW2, a 30 developer, gloves, aluminum foil, a hair tie, and yeah, that's about it. I just want to state that things can get a little bit messy. So I don't know if you've seen it earlier in the video, I do have like a old sheet on the floor. So I would recommend to do that to avoid, the bleach and everything getting everywhere. So right now I'm scooping out the BW2. Originally I didn't think I was going to use it all, but I end up using it all, so just ignore me scooping everything out because I end up in the long run using the whole container of this BW2. So now I'm pouring in the developer, and I'm just gonna pour a good amount in it. I'm gonna show you. Oops, look, I spilled some. But I'm gonna show you exactly how thick you want it. You don't want it too runny, you want it kind of thick, but you also want to make sure that you get a good amount inside, like a good consistency of the mixture. So I will show you exactly how consistent you need to get the mixture. Now that I have my mix together, I am going to untie the first section at the bottom, and I am just going to apply this mixture all over the hair from the bottom to the top to the bottom. Everything just needs to be covered as much as possible, and then I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and move to the second one. Things started getting messy. A little bit of the bleach fell on the floor, but I had my sheet down, so it fell right on the sheet. It was fine. But this smell, you guys, it's a lot. So I don't know if you may have a fan or something by you. You actually may want to just turn that on while you're doing this, because you're inhaling a lot of chemicals right now. And I know I definitely inhaled a lot, and it was hard to kind of bleach this hair. Also, you can see that my mannequin head is not staying still. It's not sturdy at all. So I may need to purchase a new one, or I think I need to tighten it a little. I'm not too sure on how to do that. I will figure it out. I promise by the next video I do upload, the head will be better, but mine is just not cooperating with me at all throughout this process. So now I'm just doing the top piece. So this is like the closure piece, and probably a little bit of another bundle. So I am placing a bleach on this, putting the aluminum foil on, I'm going to take the aluminum foil off the three at the bottom because I basically want to stop the hair from processing so fast. So I am going to take them off and then leave the one on top so it can still process. And then you can just check it periodically. Once everything looks like it's all the same, then you can start to wash this out. This is the shampoo I'm going to use to wash this bleach out. I've always heard that this shampoo is best when you're highlighting hair, like when you have blonde hair, because it helps get the brassiness out of the color, because sometimes your hair can look like a burnt orange. So this is the shampoo that I'm using, and I actually really do like it. I now wash the hair twice with the shampoo. I didn't condition it because I'm actually going to wait until I dye it. After I dye it, I'm going to condition it and let it sit overnight. So all I did was wash it, shampoo it twice, and now I'm just going to brush it and I'm going to separate the hair back into sections. My hair sort of dried because I was doing a lot of things at the time, but it air dried a little. I sectioned it, and now I'm going to begin to apply the dye. So this is the box dye that I use by Revlon. I end up using 2 bottles of medium ash blonde, and I used 4 boxes of medium light ash brown. So after doing this, I definitely recommend to maybe get an extra box of the ash blonde, because I had 2 of those and I had 4 of the ash brown. So I would say just to get an extra box of the blonde, but like I said, these boxes worked for me. But if you're going to redo this look, I would say just get an extra box of the blonde. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm putting the blonde on the tips, and I'm doing a couple highlights of blonde in between, but I'm doing mostly blonde on the tips and brown at the top of the hair. So it's going to be like a brown blonde ombre effect. So you first apply the blonde at the bottom, and then you get another bottle and you get the brown. Now you saw that I labeled my bottles, and I did that so that I can like recall which is which, so you don't get confused, so you don't accidentally put the blonde at the top. So I definitely recommend to label your bottles, at least the brown ones, because you know you have 4 brown ones and 2 to 3 blonde ones. Once you put the dye on each section, you're gonna place the aluminum foil on it. So you're basically gonna do what I did originally in the beginning. You're gonna dye each section, blonde on the tips, brown at the top, and then you can do some streaks of blonde and have its own aluminum foil, but each section needs to be covered right after. So if you are going to dye your own hair, I definitely recommend, because I didn't recommend it in the beginning of the video, but I so recommend you to wear something that you don't mind throwing out, or something that's old. Because I actually got a lot of bleach on the shirt and my leggings. Even though I didn't care about this outfit, I just recommend you to just throw in something that you wear around the house, just in case it gets messed up. I just want to show you what it looks like up close. Yes, it looks like a mess, but I promise you it's going to come out lovely. So this is what it looks like up close. I have dark brown roots, and then I just have the blonde flowing at the tips. And this is the shampoo that I am using to shampoo the hair with now. This is Tresemme. It's one of my go-tos. And now this is the conditioner that brings all my wigs back to life. I don't care what anyone says, this conditioner right here saves the lives of wigs. So I am going to sit this conditioner in the wig actually overnight, because it's about 1 a.m. right now and I'm doing this. So I'm going to let it sit overnight and then wake up around 8 and wash it out. This is how I achieved this color, and I decided to take some pictures on my iPhone and play with some filters, but honestly I love this color and it fits well with my skin tone. It's an ash blonde and a ash brown.